Michael Jackson Thriller. Dun, 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 tag out, dun, 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 whack out, dun, 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 Hey yo, Frank Martin looking like Michael Jackson Thriller, drain the F out. Now, of course, a lot of people have their prediction and their breakdown. It's a very simple breakdown to me. Gervonta Davis is gonna beat the crap out of Frank Martin. I think he's gonna beat him. I'm not gonna say that he's just gonna go out there and just hit him with all the punches in the world straight off the bat. I think that Tank Davis is gonna beat Frank Martin the way that he beat Rolly Romero. Maybe 6-7 rounds and stuff like that, because Gervonta Tank Davis, he don't start fast. You know, he wants to download data, want to download your timing, want to download your power. You feel me, and things of that nature. Gervonta Tank Davis is an easy fight. Matter of fact, this is a showcase fight for Gervonta Tank Davis, in my opinion. Now, talking about Frank Martin, I said this several months ago. I said that probably they're gonna have Frank Martin the rehydration clause, but put it this way, they don't even need to put him in a rehydration clause, because Frank Martin was never a true lightweight, ladies and gentlemen. If you follow Frank Martin in the amateur circuit, in which he didn't have a long amateur career, all his amateur fights in the amateurs was at a 140-pound division. If you look at his pro career, most of his fights is above the 135-pound limit. Has several fights in the 140-pound division above 140-pound limit, and he only had four legit lightweight fights. 3 of those 4 legit lightweight fights, he went to a decision, in which the last one versus Artem was kind of a coin toss, right? He only had 1 knockout in the lightweight division, because this is a guy that's drained himself to get an opportunity or line himself for a Gervonta Tank Davis fight. This fight is already won before the fight. This is why Gervonta Tank Davis is laughing in his face, because he see the drain, he see the suffering. The same way he was looking at Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Tank Davis got his confidence all the way up because he feel like he already won the fight before the fight. And that's one of the specialties about Gervonta Tank Davis and his team. They know how to win the fight before the fight. So this is no different. I don't, and look, and just take away, if y'all want to take away about the drain, about the weight and things of that nature, I'm just giving y'all facts. But in terms of technicals, in terms of the technique and skill set, Gervonta Tank Davis is better than Frank Martin in every category. Better jab, educated jab. Not just throwing a jab like Frank Martin. He got an educated jab. Throw to the solo plex. Throw to the solo plex. He dictates his approach and his attack with his jab, up top, solo plex, mixture of punches, power punches, great movement, IQ. One of the biggest I'm not gonna say criticism of things of that nature, but I'm gonna say like this: a lot of people don't give credit to Gervonta Davis' IQ. He got one of the best IQs in the sport of boxing. He know how to bang, and he know how to box. We saw that with Pitbull Cruz. He made some adjustments. We seen it with Mario Barrios. He made some adjustments and stuff like that when Floyd Mayweather was telling him, yo, you losing an unofficial scorecard. But he made that type of adjustments, right? He got a chin. He got a chin. And, I mean, he just got everything in the bag. Yes, a lot of people saying that Frank Martin is strong. He looks strong. He's fast, but he's not as fast as Gervonta Tank Davis. We saw the fast hands of Ryan Garcia, and we saw how Gervonta Tank Davis was just dodging all them left hooks. So he got the reflex, he got the athleticism, he got the IQ, he got the jab work, he got the power punches, the selective power punches and stuff like that. And also he got a good arm reach. You know, in comparing of his height, and I think he's not too far from. I don't think that Frank Martin's arm reach is way bigger than Gervonta Tank Davis like that. Probably like I don't know, but it's not that. That's one thing about Gervonta Tank Davis. He does got he does got an arm reach for his height. So even in the technical side of things, and then the experience, you feel me? I just think that Gervonta Tank Davis is just too much for Frank Martin. I think this was just a money grub for man down, strap season. Sound kind of, you know what I'm saying? Sound prideful. Man down, strap season. But yeah, that's the way I see this fight. I see it as a showcase. But the other fights I think is more important in my opinion. The David Benavidez versus Alexandra. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but that's an important fight right there. If there's gonna be some type of iffy moments, I think it's gonna be the David Benavidez fight. Of course, he's still trying to get the Canelo Alvarez. Don't know if he's gonna be moving back down. I doubt that. We're talking about wagering. I doubt David Benavidez is gonna move back down to the 168-pound division, but he can make his mark and carve his own legacy at 175 if he beats Alexander, put himself a position to fight Otor Beterbiev. He already put himself a position several years ago to fight Otor Beterbiev, and then they send a love letter to Mauricio Sudamo, the WBC, when he got stripped. When he went above weight, and the WBC did him a favor and put him as the number one mandatory challenger to Artur Beterbiev. They wrote a letter and said to re-rank. They wanted to be re-ranked in 168, so he fought a title elimination bout, not even a final elimination bout, to avoid Artur Beterbiev. Um, and then the fight with Gary Antoine Russell and Puello. I think that's probably going to be the another important fight. Gary Antoine Russell in the 140-pound division, one of the most lucrative and exciting division in the sport of boxing, one of the most stacked division in the sport of boxing. I believe that Gary Antoine Russell, in a good, if those champions have a bad day, he could beat all those champions, or he could challenge all those champions. I believe that Gary Antoine Russell is the biggest challenge for a Teofimo Lopez. Not even Matias, not even Pitbull, not even Haney, not even Ryan. I think that Gary Antoine Russell is the black horse in the 140-pound division. I think that, if he gets these championship type of fights, I think he's going to prevail. I think that Teofimo Lopez is the hardest matchup, but that's the hardest matchup for Teofimo Lopez. Shout out to Tweezy. But that's going to be a good matchup. Puello versus Gary Antoine. That was supposed to be for the WBA before the Borrasso and Rolly Romero. So there's a good matchup right there. And then early in the UK, you got Ben Whitaker, the Cassius Clay of the UK, the surgeon, Benzo. Ben Whitaker. I've been talking about Ben Whitaker for a long time, since the amateur days. I'm telling you, this is the guy right here that's going to have UK on his shoulder. Ben Whitaker, the surgeon, the Cassius Clay of the UK, one of the most entertaining fighters, or probably the most entertaining fighter in the sport of boxing, the drunken master. He is going to be that UK superstar. When the smoke clears, when Anthony Joshua leaves, when Tyson Fury lost and stuff like that. But I'm telling you like this, Ben Whitaker's the guy. Ben Whitaker's the guy. But Conor Ben, man, he shot yourself in the foot. Him and Eddie Earn. But Ben Whitaker, look out for Ben Whitaker. I've been telling y'all for several years, folks. Look out for this man. He's gonna be performing today as well, probably 4 p.m. Eastern time. And Sky Sports. So y'all already know, man. We going live later on tonight. We going live. Gervonta Davis versus Frank Martin. We're going live. Support the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button. That's my prediction. Tan gonna win probably 6-7 rounds. Benavidez is gonna win, but I believe he's gonna have a rocky situation that he need to overcome, in my opinion. And I think that Gary Antoine Russell is gonna do his thing versus Puello. It's gonna be a little, back and forth thing, but Gary Antoine Russell is gonna be too much for Puello, El Dominicano. You know what I'm saying? I gotta speak on Basi logically and objectively. And then Ben Whitaker is gonna do what he does. Let me know what y'all think, man. Love y'all. God bless. And on to the next.